All right, get some inking done. I'll be inking up the shadow right here. First time. The shadow. Inking up my shadow drawing right now. You guys don't know who the Shadow is. He's a very famous character on radio, comics, movies. Been around a long time. It's first time drawing and inking him, so yeah, just doing some inks right now. Switch it up. One character to draw, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to take a lot of different inspirations to the character. Really like the movie. I like the kind of the movie version a lot. I thought Alec Baldwin did a good job. He was killing it at the time. He almost played Batman. He actually looked like Bruce Wayne. Yeah. Gonna draw that a little bit. Get that mask in there. The weed of crime breeds bitter fruit. Hey, how's it going, Jim McCall? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Just gotta check out the shadow. Oh, thanks, Beats. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm never done the tattooing before, but kind of scared of doing that. I would want to mess up somebody's body that way. But thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you. Yeah. This guy can really he's quite the illusionist too at the same time. He's like he can cloud men's minds, you know. The movie they kind of get into that a little bit. He goes to Tibet and gets trained by the monks out there during the 1930s, I believe, or actually the 20s. And he comes back and it's the 30s. They don't really go into that part of his origin too much, though, in the books. He has a lot of different agents that work with him. Really cool stories. I highly recommend picking up anything about the Shadow. He used to be the most, in his time, he was the most popular IP on the radio. Yeah. So this, try to ink up this as much as possible. But, yeah, it's going to take me a minute. Try to move quick. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to put in here. So. Here we go. There's that. Here we go. Put that. And the movie he has all kinds of crazy powers. I thought it's pretty cool. He doesn't really have as much in the. Well, I don't know. It kind of changes depending on who's writing the story or not. Really. He's got that red scarf. I think what's his name? Adrian Brody or maybe Adam Driver would be a good Shadow. I'd probably just go with Adam Driver. I think he'd be pretty cool. I think he can nail it. He'd be pretty cool. Okay. Might need a new micron here a little bit. All right. It's a late night stream. Want to stay up and ink this. Trying to do more of these pulp characters. Wanted to show people how I do it from the beginning. So this is going to be like the third video. I think the first one was layouts. I think the second one I did some pencils. I think so. I think I did 2 already. And this is going to be the first inking. And then I'll probably do maybe 2 more of this. Just because I'm hella slow. Unfortunately. Okay. That mouth covered a little bit. Really wanted him to look kind of wicked in here too, because he's supposed to be like the spirit of justice, man. Like he's supposed to terrify the criminals, like like Batman would. You know what I mean? Like they're completely like terrified of this guy. So I want to really play up the horror element of his character. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to that maybe a little bit later. Just play around with this, but it's kind of where I wanted it to go. Yeah. Okay. So many artists out there doing the shadow so good. It's hard to do them justice. Switch over to this Tombow. Was it a brush pen? It's the hard tip. So. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I know it's probably late in a lot of other spots around the world. Let's see, I kind of want to do his scarf right now. Let's see. Okay, we got that right there. All right, let's see here. Scarf going. All right. Okay. Coming at you. All right. Wish they would make a new movie of this. Even a TV show would be cool. Hey, what's up, Helder? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, I've been real busy lately. Gonna be busy this weekend too. Trying to get some drawing in a little bit. Yeah. Hope you've been drawing too. I was watching what cartoon show on Netflix called Buddy Thunderstruck with the kids. It's pretty funny. It's like stop frame animation. Yeah, it's like this is it like a coyote or something, or a dog. He drives he races like big rig trucks. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Pretty funny. Got a bunch of new Dracula movies coming out. Seen the new Dracula trailer. It looks really good by Luc Besson from Fifth Element, I think. And then there's another one too by Stephen King's son called the what is it, the Bram Brothers, or the Bram Boys or something like that, because it's Abraham Van Helsing, so it's like it's a Dracula Western pretty much, essentially. Looks pretty cool. Yeah. That trailer just dropped today, I think. So let's see. Halder's 6480. I had to work 2 jobs again today, so I didn't have time to draw on my break. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal. Yeah, some days you just don't get to draw, you know. It was kind of like that for me yesterday, but I got lucky today. Very lucky. Very lucky. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm drawing the shadow from back in the day, old radio show character, comic books, movie. Yeah. Frank Castillo, thank you. Oh, thank you. Wow. Hey, how you doing, Frank? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. Drawing a little shadow over here. You guys know about Lamont Cranston? It's my first time doing it, so the shadow. Yeah. Yeah, the shadow. Does kind of look like Joker a little bit, huh? With that big hat. Especially from the Killing Joke. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Start Gamers. Is it print? Is it in print? Oh, the shadow? Yeah, man. You can find a bunch of stuff about the shadow. It's all kinds of radio shows from back in the day, movies, comics. They got a DC Shadow Batman comic. He's actually like the proto Batman. There's actually a lot of stuff that Batman ripped off from the Shadow, like Commissioner Gordon. He's from the Shadow. A lot of stuff like that. He's the OG crime fighter. Yeah. Had to go get Starbucks tonight, guys. I've been getting Dunkin', but they're closed. But it was like that or fall asleep, you know. And I really wanted to get in here and get some drawing done. It's fun. Good way to let off some steam. Let off some steam, Bennett. Yeah. There we go. There's that. A little bit of wrinkles. I don't know, man. My stuff's kind of wrinkly. The kind of partial to over wrinkling things, even if there's, doesn't need it. Sometimes it might be a little too much, but I like the wrinkles. I don't know. Everybody's got their own style, I guess. Working on a video right now for a shtick. Every artist has a style, but a shtick is like kind of part of their style, but a little different. I kind of wanted to break that down a little bit. Yeah. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by. Oh, and Stark Gamers. Am I going to make a print of this? I don't think so. But I might. I mean, you never know. I know a lot of people do prints nowadays. That's like a big business for people that draw comics and that are that are comic book artists too, and draw comic book characters and stuff. I see a lot of people doing that at like cons and whatnot. So that's something to definitely entertain an idea of. Most definitely. Yeah. See here, gonna have to hold off on that. Move over to this arm. Looking forward to that new Dexter, man. Looks pretty cool. So much stuff, cool stuff to watch on TV. You can't even watch it all. So much. There we go. A little bit of that. All right. And he's got the glove on. He wears his gloves. I'm gonna come back and really tech this gun out too, because he has different types of guns. So I'll get in there with that later a little bit. But I know he's got likes to wear his gloves. Yeah. Leave that for now. Yeah, could draw the hands though. Over here for a bit. Kind of move it around. Yeah. Okay. Shadow nose. Yeah, this is gonna be a dirty shadow, man. Most definitely. Gonna probably have a lot of noodling going on in here. Okay. It's hard to make these characters you know, exist in modern times. I think it could be done. It's just no one's really been able to nail it. It's been kind of hard. Let's see here. Okay. Working on some commissions past couple days. Luckily, they don't need them by any time in particular, so it's good to have a little break from that and my stuff. Star Gamers, are you a comic artist? Yes, I am. Make my own comics. Nothing in the mainstream though. It's all underground stuff. The underground man. Mr. Monkey, this is dope. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Thank all you guys for stopping by. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are gonna go out and maybe get some comics, read some comics. I forgot what's coming out tomorrow. Definitely gonna go and pick up some books and Booker books, you know, whatever's on my pull list, and gonna do a review of it. It's probably gonna be Batman or Conan or something. We'll see what's up with that. I have no idea. Okay. Coconut Filipino. Nice work. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. The shadow knows. Who knows where evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Okay. There's that. Probably put a little bit more on the sides. Get over there real quick. Gonna be some mostly darkness coming in from the top, but there's a lot of light going all over the place for different reasons. I'm trying to work in some Art Deco. I really love Art Deco. That's one thing I would like about one of the many things I liked about the movie with Alec Baldwin in the Batman animated series. Just really try to incorporate that into anywhere I can. Art Deco punk. Everything's punk nowadays. It's got to be punk, right? Diesel punk, cyberpunk, steampunk, Art Deco punk. Fuck around. It's funny. Oh man. Yep. 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 Okay. Might have to start busting out the maybe the we'll see. Maybe I'll start doing the whatchamacallit, the micron pen. Start drawing some speed lines. Okay, we got that. And then take a little tug of this Starbucks. Again, I really like Dunkin', man. Wife was telling me that women like Starbucks and men like Dunkin' a lot. Go figure. I don't know. I will say though, I think Dunkin'. I don't know, man. It seems like Starbucks is kind of watered down. I'd rather make my own coffee at home, but sometimes I just want that cool coffee in the summer or whatnot. It's not really even coffee. It's like sugar. All right, so with this, I wanted to have the idea that he's like blasting a bunch of people. So there's movement of all of his different hands moving. He's like a lord of illusions. He's the spirit of vengeance, spirit of justice. Sorry, and yeah, I wanted to have that with some clouds coming in. You know, like he's you know, clouding their mind. You know what I mean? So gonna get some of that with the shadows. So that's like what's going on with that. So I'm gonna have some movement right here. Okay. So maybe there's that. Then I'll kind of get over here like that. Let's see. Looking at that. Gotta always remember the headspace you're in. And there is something to where when you're drawing things, it's always cool to like if you could do most of it like in one sitting or within the next few days sometimes. But because then you have to basically like use a time machine and kind of in your mind and figure out what you were thinking about when you were drawing that, and then try to channel that energy again, you know. And sometimes that could be hard, but I know where I was going with this. So all right. There's that. And then there's this. Yeah, my grandpa put me up on the shadow though, man. That was his jam. And if you guys haven't seen The Shadow, go watch it. Phantom's a really good movie too with Billy Zane. The dude got so big in that movie he had to take the muscle pads out of his suit. Oh, thanks, Halder. Halder just dropped a link to my comic book Butch Cleaver. I have both issues up in there in my store on funmycomic.com. It's basically my storefront. They let you do that on there. You can have a campaign. It's a new comic book crowdfunding site. It's been around just a little over a year. And so you could crowdfund books. You could have it just a storefront. I have a storefront on there because I think it's a good spot, you know, for people to just, when they're cruising through, maybe backing projects, they might come upon my work and say, "Oh, that looks kind of fun. I might check that out." But yeah, I have this is the first book in there, you know. So this is my older work. I'm real proud of this, but I've gotten a little bit better as an artist, I believe. So, but it's still fun. And this guy is definitely like the shadows, like definitely a big influence on Butch Cleaver. Yeah, so you got old Butch Cleaver right there. Yeah. And then we also have we got the it's like the town right here. It's Oubliette. It's where it takes place. There's old Butch right there. The Slaughterhouse Homicide. And basically, he has the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. But he's this old meat cutter from the Wild West, and it's a gothic horror western with the slasher elements. And this is the Butch Cleaver 2. This is up on there as well, both graphic novels. This is the origin. So, hey, what up, Soundwave 45? Thanks for stopping by. So you got that on there. This one's a little. This one has like a matte finish on the cover. The other one's more shiny. So this one you're gonna get his whole origin. You got his parents getting married in Ireland. You know, you're gonna see him kind of grow up, as a kid, to like an enforcer on the street to this bone phantasm. I didn't want to show too much of the origin, but sometimes you got to do that. You know what I mean? This old Butch. Yeah. He was privy to a little too much, but he moved up in the slaughter world. That's him. There's him extracting. I'm using these big bold colors from the back in like the 60s and 70s, some of the 80s on that scene, anyways. Yeah. It's him riding his bull. It's not really a cowboy, he's more of a bull boy. He's riding his bull around town, blasting dudes. So, and he gets a little fight right here. 5 points, Fitzpatrick. Yeah. So that's that right there, guys, and does come with some extra tchotchkes too if you do back it on there. I got like bumper stickers that comes with it. Got these stickers too by 6 a.m. Comics. Bunch of different artists did some pieces for it because they're awesome. I got this one by Luke Agiglietta, also known as Death Metal Hero. It's like an homage to Desperado. And there's a card right here I did. Butch and Tora, that's him. And it has like stats on the back, Got the voodoo doll, one of the bad guys. His stats. Got the bounty hunter, Opie the old possum. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, and these guys I'm probably going to be doing some little side stories for them next time I do a Butch Cleaver campaign. I don't know when I'm going to do Butch Cleaver next. Right now I'm working on my Viking book, so that's Butch Cleaver right there. My buddy Preston Azevedo did that piece of art, turned it into a card. So all that stuff comes with the book when you guys back it. So for now, eventually I'm going to close the store and open another one because I'm doing this book next, but this one's gonna be black and white. However, the color, that's gonna be the next book, Hell War. Yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going? Mid Nazmul Hake. Pardon my pronunciation. Sorry. This right here is the Shadow. This right here is the Shadow. My buddy Haldir was dropping a link for the book that I have available. If you guys want to pick it up. But yeah, I'm inking the Shadow piece I'm doing right here. This guy's an old school character from, the pulp magazines, radio shows, comic books, movies. And yeah, it's my first time drawing him, so that's what we're doing right here. Let's see here. I'm gonna get a little shield for this. And he is the spirit of justice, I would say, incarnate. I think that'd be a good way to put him. The best way, probably. But yeah. Let's see here. Start working on this part. All right. that going for now. Right, and then there's this. There's that. Draw some speed action lines. You know what's going on. There's that. Working on the leg. All right. All right, let's see. There's that. All right. Draw some feet. I want to have these kind of smoke coming up out of the feet a little bit. All right. All right. Okay, there's that. Okay. Right. A bit of smoke. All right, there's that. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Okay. Might be early for some of you guys and extremely late for others. And then I'll probably come in here later either with some whiteout or some white paint and start adding other things to it. But right now I'm just kind of doing as much as I can. What's that? I'm going to go back and I'm going to ref the guns because I want want them to look a certain way. Got to keep it gangster as possible, you know what I mean? Especially when it's OG gangster shit like this. You don't want to have it, you know, want to come correct as much as possible. Maybe if it was like a 90s character, you kind of make your own weapons up, which I love doing. I like doing that more than anything. Bunch of fucking scopes and buttons on the side of it and everything. Okay, there's that. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Bunch of that. Do this right here. He's got his cape flying up in the air. He's got his cape and his scarf in the background. Scarfing it up. Yeah. I'll still be playing with this too, like because he's clad in shadow. You know, he's pretty fucking metal. He's in all black, so you have that going around. And then he's got clouds, so I'm gonna have like somewhat of a pattern of color breaks with the inks, figuring out what I want, you know. And usually the scarf is it's red, but we're not gonna have red on here because it's all black and white. I could go in there with red and with a Sharpie red or a colored pencil or something, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep it black and white. He didn't have red in the back in the day in the first place anyway, so that's not going to be that big of a deal for me. Let's see here. All right, we got that. All right, probably gonna start working on the arm up here. Working on this guy up there. It's about to throw him over the edge of the building. I wanted to have like a weird angle too, like going like that for the edge of the building, something different. You know, you're like looking down at the shadow while he's doing all this stuff. You're looking down at the shadow while he's doing all this stuff, and he's looking up at you, like while you're witnessing it, kind of scary. Like you jumped into a bad dream, and he's doing all this stuff, taking out the trash. You know, it was kind of that was the idea that I had. You know, I try to tell little stories, even if it's just a picture on, you know, fan art or whatever. I don't like the term fan art either. It's like, I mean, I guess you're a fan, but it's like still art. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad or whatnot, it's still art. I guess it works, I guess, for having a label, you know. But I think some people do it because they might do a piece for somebody, you know, and the person they're doing it for they're not charging them to do it, you know. So that's like a good way for you to say, like, they didn't pay me to do it, you know. There's always that. But yeah, it's like, no, it's just art, you know. Some people are like, they don't want to say they're an artist either, you know. Oh, I draw, but you know, and then they're all good, you know, half the time. I dabble. You know, I like to scratch some stuff. I sketch a little bit, but it's like, nah, man, you're an artist. You're an artist, you know. That's what you do. You're an artist. Whether you're good or bad, you're still an artist. Same thing with the professional stuff. People have their different um, descriptions of what a pro artist is and whatnot. I guess it depends. Some people say on how much money you make, but there's some people out there that never really made anything, and their work is far superior than a lot of people in the mainstream. So that's another questionable title. Work on this arm right here. It's going to be a crazy weekend, I think. Yeah. Supposed to be a lot of allergies. Big allergy season. What's that? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to draw next. It's fun though, man. It's fun to get out there and draw classic characters, you know what I mean? There's probably artists out there. I'm sure there's artists out there that have characters that they love and they've probably never drawn before, you know? Like, oh, you know what? I never drew that character. Doesn't always have to be a comic book character either. Could be something else, you know? Maybe a cartoon you liked, you know? Maybe gargoyles. You know what I mean? That was a fun one. Maybe like Ninja Turtles. Maybe there's a movie character you like that you really wanted to draw, you know? Do. Best way to kill the stress, man, I think is drawing. It's really good at, you know, getting that decompression going, you know. Get all balled up from work and just come home and start scratching. You're still solving problems and stuff with the piece, but it's very therapeutic and say decompressing. In that decompression valve, like, yeah. All right, let's see, we got this right here. Some more of those little ruffles, roof lays. Get some of those roof lays in there. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Let's see, there's that. It's a big roof lay right there. A lot of cool movies coming out this year, though. The two cool Dracula movies. I don't know about that. There's two Frankenstein movies. There's that one with Christian Bale. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I'll check it out. I'm hearing mixed things. I'm hearing it might be kind of woke or some shit, but I don't know. I think it might be cool. People just kind of jumped the gun on the woke shit because they got woke fatigue, you know. But I'm hearing it's going to be like a prohibition Frankenstein movie, but we'll see. I think that would be kind of cool, actually. But we soon shall see. There's that. Just working on this glove a bit. What's that? I have the black gloves on. Let's see, there's that. There's that. All right. All right, then he's got the bow tie right there, or the tie kind of coming up like this. Yeah. You kind of ruffle out a little bit like that. Right. Maybe that little skinny little piece of the tie could come down like this too a little bit. Do a little fold like that. So we know what's going on. All right, I'm getting there with the shadow a bit. Oh yeah, coming up on an hour. Okay. I usually kind of erase as I go, but I might clean this. I might just leave the pencils on here. I see people do that sometimes. It drives me nuts. I like to erase it like with two different erasers as I'm going, but I was just like, you know what? I might just leave the pencils on here and clean it up in Photoshop since it's just one piece. But yeah, I see people do that all the time. So I was just thinking, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Okay. So, right. Thanks everybody for watching. 3 people. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Probably morning everywhere now. By this time, anyways. For the most part. Right. All right. There's that. Get that line a bit. Right. Don't worry, no fighting, no preaching. What's up, dude? Timothy Olson. Oh, you come in peace? You could preach. That's all. Do your thing, man. What's that? Just doing some fan art of the shadow right now. For fun, you know. Gotta have a break from other stuff sometimes, so. What you working on, man? You working on some scripts or what? Let's see here. Them knuckles in there. Working on some here and there. Most focusing on Melvin number 4 and getting that done. Sid's work is fantastic, and preparing for Plastic City Comic Con. Nice, man. Very nice. Very nice indeed. That sounds awesome. I want to do some cons one year. I'm just gonna hopefully do some, put aside some time, and really get in there. That would be fantastic. I was doing the math too on how much it would cost for me to drive to all these cons. It's pretty much just faster for me to fly and cheaper. It's like, oh my god, I would just fly everywhere. I wouldn't even fuck with driving. It's expensive for the gas. Start with the small ones, as Rini would say. Yeah, no, I mean, another thing too is I do have more out here I could probably hit up, and then there's like other types of cons too, but like horror cons and things like that I'd like to hit up, but not yet. Let's see here, how's that looking? That's okay. But yeah, man, definitely like to do some cons. Some Connie cons. Also, if you know anyone in the state that cons are in, see if you can stay with them. Yeah, that's true. That's always true. Yeah, 100%. 110%. Yeah, I got to pick up Melvin too eventually. It's another book I wanted to check out as well. All right. Melvin number 2, yes, pick that up. Yeah, and I saw like you had like an unboxing video. I think a lady picked one up, or someone did. Like pretty cool. The print looked really good on it. The print job you did, it looked pretty awesome. Let's see. There's that. I give this guy that little mustache. I sent one to Mia. She's a big channel and she makes metal music with the violin. Oh yeah, I think I heard of her before. That's right. I didn't know that was her though. But I think someone was telling me about her. That's cool though. Yeah, you got to make those moves, you know, those connections. 100%. There's that. All right. Everyone had those little mustaches back in the day. Thinking about drawing with some of those really thin pens too. Another celeb that has a copy of is Melvin. Melvin is a wrestler on Danhausen. Yeah, I've heard of that guy. I don't know what he looks like though. I don't really watch wrestling anymore. It was my jam though, like back in the '90s, dude. Like Kane and Undertaker, Warrior. Those guys were the shit, man. All right. I normally watch his YouTube channel. Oh, okay. That's cool. There's that. All right. There's that. I want to give this guy like a comb over. Yeah. A little bit. Big toy collector, huh? Oh, Verotic. Yeah, that's cool. Doesn't hurt. You know, free comics are always fun. You know, people love that stuff. 100%. Does not hurt. Let's see here. Hope to get a response from Danzig. After all, he loves comics. Yeah, you never know. You know, I got his book on my pull list, man. His new book. He's been putting out with Bisley. It's fucking metal, dude. It's called Hell Mask. So it's supposed to be coming out again, issue number 2. Did a little review about it. Mm-hmm. Probably gnarly like Faust. Nah, it's a medieval comic, but it's pretty brutal. I mean, I don't. It's got a lot of gore and violence, but it's just kind of feels like Army of Darkness, like, but it just opens up like at a seat as a siege, and Hell Mask is like this big knight, kind of like Viking Spawn, or not Viking Spawn, like medieval Spawn. Kind of looks like that. Maybe a little bit of like General Kale from Willow. I could watch a whole movie of General Kale. That's another badass villain. He's like Willow's Vader. Looks just like Vader, but he's like the sword and sorcery version. They really fucked up Willow, man. I didn't even watch it. Well, I meant in how brutal it is. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Most indubitably. Walk like an angel. Talk like an angel. I think my kids were watching Lilo and Stitch, like the OG cartoon. I watched a little of the Willow show. It was meh. Yeah, I really wanted to. I was like, really wanted to see a what was it? A Willow show. Yeah, I was like always wanting one. Always talking about a Mad Mardigan show. You know, always singing the praises of Val Kilmer, and then dude passed away. It was sad. Yeah, very sad indeed. Yeah, lung cancer. That's fucked. Fuck cancer, man. That shit sucks. I don't want to erase this, but I might have to. Might have to come back and hit this with the eraser or something, and me just like, I can't not do it. Drives me freaking nuts. Who was a longer? Okay, let's see here. It's ironic because one of his biggest roles was Doc Holliday, who was a longer. Yeah, yeah, he was 100%. I've been watching Bass Reeves right now, and Dennis Quaid, who plays. He also played Doc Holliday in Wyatt Earp, the Kevin Costner movie, which is really good too. He did a good job, but he's in Bass Reeves too. Yeah, I recommend that show. It's been pretty good. Not woke at all, surprisingly. And the actor that plays Bass Reeves, he like really kind of starts looking like him as the show goes on. Yeah. Hopefully they do a couple seasons though. He's in it. Also, Donald Sutherland's in it too. Making some big decisions. Let's see. Is he Val Kilmer good? No, he's not. He's not that good. He's fucking good, but he's not on the level of Val Kilmer. Uh, yeah, no. It's just something that's just he's like kind of he's good, but it's just he ain't Val Kilmer. Kilmer really sold it. He was like our Gary Oldman, and before even though Gary was around the whole time, he really just disappeared into those roles. Gary Oldman's got a role he's doing right now, and he's going to retire. He said he's like fucking over it. Yeah, he just wants to hang out with his sons or his son, his kids. Understandable. Yeah, like Tom Hardy's over it too. He says he's fucking beat. He's like, he's a lot younger too, but he's just like, yeah, he's like filming Mobland. He's like, it's right here in England. That's Guy Ritchie. I can hang out with my family. I don't want to be making a lot of movies really right now. He does a lot of that mixed martial arts, Brazilian jiu jitsu. Tom Hardy's. It's understandable. Shit'll fuck you up. Everything grinds you down, like, you know, hard work, fighting. Just your body's always pulverizing its bones. Just sitting in a chair, driving a tractor, driving a diesel truck, just rendering and pulverizing your bones. Then you throw other stuff in there. Oh man, no matter what you do. Let's see here. Hollywood uses people, then spits them out. Yeah, they do. 100%. That's what they do, man. You know, like, and Dennis Quaid, he's good, but he's just not. He's not like on that level of Kilmer and Christian Bale, Johnny Depp, Gary Oldman. You know what I mean? Those guys are like really fucking good. There's like this whole thing where, like, because Johnny Depp, ever since he started doing like Pirates, like people were like, he's okay. It's like, no, he's brilliant. He's a great actor. He's a character actor, just like Gary Oldman is. He just kind of got so big. Daniel Day-Lewis, yeah, A-lister. Like there's A-listers, but then there's next level A-listers, like the ones I mentioned, and Day-Lewis. Like some people will say, Jack Nicholson's an A-lister, but he's not like next level. Like a lot of he always plays Jack Nicholson. He always plays that American. You never see him play a British person or a different nationality. Or yeah, not for the most part. Fuck, even Robert De Niro's annoying ass played like a Brit. What was it in Stardust? And then in Frankenstein, he played like that pirate, and then he played the monster. He was switching up his voice a lot. So yeah, it's just he got all political and stupid. Kind of sometimes it's hard to separate the art from the artist. I have trouble doing that sometimes. Sorry, I just do. I can't help it. Yeah, Day-Lewis, they're trying to get him to come out of acting for some role recently. Yeah, I don't know what it was though. Yeah, he was great in Last Mohicans. Michael Mann. Speaking of Michael Mann, that movie that keeps making its rounds all over the place now. Everyone's talking about it again. I need to check that movie out, dude. I hear the book's really good. Like it's better than the movie, but I hear the movie's fantastic as well. Yeah. I'd be noodling away at this drawing forever. The Keep, yeah, dude. Yeah, Gangs of New York. That's his best, I think. That and then I like Last Mohicans right after. Depends on what day of the week, they're just equally as good in my opinion. He's pretty badass in there. Pretty badass. What? It's on YouTube for free? Oh man. I'm gonna have to check that out. There's so many good movies right now on YouTube for free. I have to get in there with that. I think I'm gonna definitely start adding some lines to this. I might fill them in later. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be adding some of the roof lays to this. There's how I like to. Yeah, I didn't ever expect it to be free on YouTube because that movie I was trying to watch for a long time, and also Near Dark. I was trying to watch that. Finally, that thing came out. So that was pretty cool. So might leave that for a little bit like that. We'll see though. Might come in and color that something else. Let's see here. Got a bunch of detail. You can always move detail around later. So, okay, there's that. All right. There's that. Come in right here. Okay. Right, we can always get in there and change that around. That light coming in right there. Can't believe it keeps on YouTube though. That's crazy. Cray cray. Right. Really like Dan Panosian's work, man. That guy's a killer inker. Probably my favorite inker right now. He just all the different textures and tones and stuff that he uses. It's real fun to look at his work and try to see how he figured it out, you know? What's he doing with that type stuff? Yeah, I could come in here with some ink wash and things like that. Have some real fun with this. Really looking forward to this piece. Some more of drawing it anyways. Yeah. There's that. Let's see here. Moving right along. Start working on this. That's the old cape right there. So probably probably just gonna fill this in. A little bit of texture, but nothing too crazy. Oh, thanks, Matt LaRock. I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, man, I've been really digging the pages you've been putting out there on Twitter, man. The book looks pretty fucking metal. Can't wait to see that when it launches, man. It's got to keep pushing, you know. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, and those meals you've been posting too. Those are cool. I've been wanting to cook myself for a while. I want to get some grilling done. I haven't grilled in forever. I miss doing that. Get that tangent out of there. Got it in the mail to my partner, and hopefully something happens soon. Yeah, I need to fire up the barbecue. Yeah. Most definitely, dude. I'm gonna have to start doing. I got like 15, I think 15 pages left on my book, and then I gotta start I gotta start lettering it. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, lettering's fun though. I guess it can be kind of taxing sometimes. I got the shadow theme playing in my head. I finally have a lettering style I like. I freehand it. It's fun. That's cool, man. I just right now I'm freehanding the sound effects, and I'm probably gonna do the other stuff on Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint. I'm thinking, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure yet. But there's something about the lettering when the artist does it. It's more like true to their what's going on in their head. A little more personal too. I think all about that. 100%. Let's see here. guy's gonna go. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, I like doing it myself. Yeah, it looks awesome, and I agree. It looks cool when artists letter their own stuff. Can't beat it, man. There's that coming through with this. There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to do with this cape that I forgot about when I was drawing it. It's always next time, though. This is the first time. Hey, what up, Homer? How you doing, brother? Yeah, right, both Mats. He caught us slipping. The weed of crime breeds bitter fruit. Who knows where evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Let's see here. I was saying, hopefully they make another Shadow movie. That'd be cool. That nose going. It's 4 a.m. here in Texas. I crashed out like at 11 p.m. and woke up to use and go fall back asleep. It sucks. Yeah, I don't know what time it is here. It might be like 1 or 2. It's 4. It's 4 over there. Damn, it means it's 2 o'clock over here. Yeah, damn. So I gotta go to bed pretty soon. Yeah, my kids are up. Like, damn, they're out of school, man. Got on vacation. I get to stay up all night, all the time. I love them. I'm thinking I'm gonna be putting some pencils in here too, some ink wash, maybe white out. I'm gonna do all that shit. Eventually, I used to hate Zipatone, but sometimes I wanna I wanna get some and just fuck with it just for like little random stuff. But I wanna like get the OG stuff that you glue on. Yeah. there. There's some clouds. His there's a cloud. I think with the shadow, he can lend himself to a lot of different tones of ink because of all the shadows, and he doesn't really use clouds that much. He did that in the movies. He didn't do that in the show too much, but I think that's cool, man. He's literally turning into like clouds sometimes, the cloud men's minds with illusions. He's an illusionist. Why not lean into it just a little bit more? Just a bit. Kind of like Mysterio, but a good guy in the 1930s and 40s. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, just my thing. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna draw these clouds right here or smoke on the side of the building. Yeah. Cool. I got my little smoke wall around everything, so I can kind of know what's going on. Maybe I'll get in here with the roof ledge. I've done 3 mobile streams, Matt, and gained 3 subs for each one stream. Crazy, huh? Yeah, sir. People like those mobile streams, I think. Yeah. Let's see here. Got the ledge right here. Get in here and do this, maybe. Really wanted to get a lot of bricks on the ledge. Let's see, make them about like that. Where's my ruler at? Forgot where I put it. Might be in the other room. Might have to fix that up later. I got this big dumb ruler right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, then we got boom, boom, boom right there. So I had a weird ledge right here. I just kind of wanted to fuck with some shape language, Might just leave that like that, kind of loose down there and tighter up here. There's too much shit going on down there. Don't want to get lost in the action. Let's see. That would be lights coming up from the bottom of the city street. Moonlight, reflective light. A lot of lights going on. This is going to be at night. This for sure is going to be dark right here no matter what in that world. Let's see. The shadow nose. I might leave that for later. So the effect might call for something else. I do want a thick cloud right here, so yeah, I'm gonna go like that with it, I guess. Just that. Those little wrinkles in the hands, fingers. Let's see here. Get a couple more of these in here. Okay, so we got some fog right there. There we go. Got his little cape to do. Still messing with it. Kind of a lot going on right there. Yeah. All right, there's that. Well, I think I might call it. Been going for about an hour and 48 minutes or so. It's been fun though, man. I'm gonna keep messing with this. I gotta do the city up here. Still gotta finish all these assholes down here, getting their brains blown out. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. I'll probably start doing that tomorrow, and then I got all the smoke down in here and everything. Yeah, but I don't know when. But definitely gonna be saving this for the next stream though. It's not gonna be try to do this all live. I did a lot more penciling though after the last stream. So I think people like ink streams more than draw streams, at least of my work. I don't know. Maybe not. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been pretty fun actually. It's kind of challenging too at the same time. Hopefully it comes out okay though. Then the only thing I might ref the guns. I might reference some of his guns again because I want them to look a certain way. So I might do that. I might not stream the gun reffing because that takes a minute. And there's like how many guns we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 10 guns. So that's gonna be a little bit of a mission right there. So, but thanks for watching, guys. Everybody that stopped by, I really appreciate it. It was a blast. And hopefully I could get another one of these shadow streams in next week, I guess. Got a big weekend coming up ahead of me, so I won't be able to be doing my Metal Movies and Brewskis live this week. So it's going to be in a couple weeks. So next week we'll probably do the there's it the 911 the 1911 pistols. It depends. I like the ones that Alec Baldwin used in the movie. I forgot the name of them. That's what I've been referencing them from. at least him. He could theoretically have a bunch of different guns though. Like he's pulling them out, boom, 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 boom. But for me, the thought was that he was using the same gun, and these are just time lapsing. He's moving with that swirl, a little bit of motion. This guy came out looking like an actor on accident. I didn't do it on purpose. Oh man, I wonder if anybody could guess who. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, thanks guys for stopping by. I appreciate it and hitting the like and all that good stuff. It was fun hanging out with y'all. 1911. Yeah, dude, I totally forgot the name of it. I have it the reference on my phone. I keep a lot of references on my phone and then I delete them. Keep that memory bank open, you know. So one day I'm gonna do a modern shadow too. Probably looks similar to this, but a little different. Like if he really existed now, what would he look like? Just for fun, you know. I'm gonna do all the pulp characters, and then I'm gonna bring him into modern times and do like a redesign. But I don't want it to look uh, too far out, but a little bit, yeah. Because they did that with the Phantom. I didn't like it. They did a TV show, a modern one, not the cartoon. The cartoon was way futuristic, and it was awesome. It's from the guy that did Eon Flux. That one was really cool. I only got to watch a few episodes of it, and it was really good. But yeah, I would just like to do it for fun. Definitely my Shadow though. He's got a fucked up, wrinkly old face with a big nose, very goblin-like, big ass eyeballs. I want him to be kind of scary. Yeah, he'll definitely keep looking like this, if not even scarier, for my Shadow. But that's again his way of terrifying criminals. I want them to be terrified of him. I don't want to look like Freddy, but pretty close. But yeah, thanks guys. You guys have a great night. Happy Hump Day. Go subscribe to Omer Glitch and Matt LaRock and Timothy Olsen and whoever else stopped by. And be sure to check out Omer Glitch's Hump Day show tomorrow. It's a awesome live draw stream. I'm on a bunch of different cool artists. And that's every Wednesday night at it's usually 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time. And also check out Death Metal Heroes channel and Unhinged Entertainment. They do Tuesday night draw streams with a bunch of really good artists too. And that one usually comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So, and if you want Halder to put your link in the chat, man, you got an awesome channel. Halder's a great artist. Has some really killer drawing videos up on there. And yeah, I could hear myself turning a little bitch, getting all tired, like. But yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate you. We gotta keep making the comics and pressing the comics, you know, pressing each other to do them, checking in. Otherwise, might fall off a little bit, you know. Yeah, have a good weekend, guys. Stay strong out there. Times are tough. There's a lot of there's supposed to be some big shit going on Saturday, so make sure you guys protect your families and whatnot. You guys have an awesome weekend. I'll see you guys next time. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role.